Hello and welcome back to the University of Kent's Medway Open Day. So I'm now joined by Ian Reeves, who is the head of the Centre for Journalism. So Ian, could you tell us a bit about the Centre for Journalism?
Wow, the Centre for Journalism, it's the place to come if you want a career in the journalism industry. It's as simple as that. We have been doing what we do for just over 10 years now, and having started with just our undergraduate 3-year degree, which we still in some ways see as our kind of flagship programme. We now also do some master's taught degrees, and we have a year in journalism programme, which is a programme that enables Kent students to add an additional year to their 3-year undergraduate degree and get a professional qualification. And our exciting news is that we're just about to start delivering an apprenticeship, a level 7, so a postgraduate level apprenticeship for the BBC. So we'll be training senior BBC journalists from January. So yes, it's you know, we really are all about getting young people into careers in the journalism industry.
And so could you tell me a bit more about what students would come out of university with? So they get an NCTJ qualification and a university qualification as well? That's
right, yes, and that's kind of the big power of, I guess, of what we do. So the National Council for the Training of Journalists is the organisation which oversees, is a charitable organisation which was set up after a review of the press in the 1940s, at a time when, you know, UK society recognised the importance of having a sort of a professional underpinning to journalism training. And they've been overseeing journalism training ever since. And accreditation with them means that the courses that we provide include a university degree or a master's degree or a year in journalism as part of your degree. But students will also, alongside that, be learning their professional skills and be taking externally marked professional exams, which are overseen by the NCTJ. And that culminates in a professional qualification called the Diploma in Journalism, which is essentially the bit of paper that editors really want you to have. That's, you know, they'll be interested that you've got a degree or a master's or whatever it is, but have you got your diploma? And if the answer to that is yes, it means that they can trust you to go out and do the job of a trainee journalist. They can send you to a court. They can send you to you know, a theatre preview. They can send you to interview a chief executive or, you know, a couple who are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. And they know that you will get the story, that you won't get into legal trouble, that you'll, you know, present it professionally on multiple platforms, and, you know, that you are essentially ready to go. And so that's why it's so important.
So you essentially enter as a student and leave as a journalist.
That's it. And a lot of our students sort of do that almost before, you know, they're kind of there before they left, and you will know from your own experience.
Yeah, definitely.
That the you know, the links that we have with KMTV, the studio that we're in now, but the links we have with other parts of the industry as well are so strong, and our students do have a reputation now, and, you know, we have developed this very strong reputation within the industry for producing very talented, very bright students who are able to, you know, hit the ground running. And so they are being tapped up, they're doing internships and placements, and, you know, often that's then leading into work before they've graduated. And that's, you know, something that, you know, we're absolutely thrilled about, and long may that continue.
And we're obviously based on the Medway campus. Could you tell us a bit about the campus? What do you personally love about this campus?
Oh gosh, lots of things. It's a compact campus. It's, you know, it's smaller than many university campuses in terms of the area that it takes up. It's got a great history behind it. You know, the history of the buildings. There is that real sense of, you know, the naval history of the place, and you feel that in the buildings. And I think that's a really nice aspect to it. But I think for us, it is the atmosphere that a small place will often give you, that, you know, you kind of feel like you know everybody when you walk across campus. that's very much the case within the Centre for Journalism, that we're a relatively small department in university terms. We're quite small, so everybody knows everybody, and that's a really that's a very positive thing, I think, for our students, that they know all the members of staff, and we know them, and we know what their ambitions are. We know which parts of the industry they might be really hoping to make their way in, and so we can give them advice accordingly. So I think it's that family kind of feel, which also extends, beyond just the department into the wider campus, that you just feel like, wandering across to get a coffee or whatever, you're always going to bump into somebody that you know and you can stop and have a chat with.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Ian. A very safe and friendly environment, basically, for students to come to.
Absolutely, yes. Amazing. And I think you often look for the outcomes, and that's, I think, the thing that we're probably proudest of, is that, there is this now quite long roll call of students who've come through journalism programs with us and who are out there really, making a massive difference all over the world. And, there's an important kind of international aspect to this, that students from all over the world come to study with us and then go back out. And so we have this fantastic network of alumni who are there to give advice, and who come back on Teams or Zoom or in person and chat to our students, and that's a really valuable thing too. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Ian, and make sure you don't go anywhere, because Cam will be joining us very soon again in Pinkleton. But first, let's go to the social wall.